And here at Expresso, we pride ourselves to bring you expert advice on a wide variety of topics like health and fitness. Those are big topics across, especially for all ages. And Lisa Raleigh got some answers to your questions.
We all have questions concerning our health, fitness and overall well-being, but we often turn to the internet instead of the experts. Rogan Haynes is a biokineticist and, at the Fairlight Beach House, he's tackling questions submitted by you about exercise, rehabilitation after injuries and how we can all enjoy good, healthy movement.
Rogan, Abigail van Rooyen had a motor vehicle accident 4 years ago and she walked away with whiplash. She says it's really hard for her to exercise because she has such chronic neck and back pain. Any ideas of what exercises to include and exclude?
She's probably over the years picked up compensatory movement patterns due to the initial injury, which have been aggravated over time by postural changes or postural positions such as sitting at a desk or driving in cars for long periods. This will have aggravated the state of her neck and her back. It's important for her to do myofascial release techniques, preferably in her pecs, traps and levator scap, to improve and release neck tension, and for her back to do her glutes, her hip flexors and her quads to loosen those up to improve the tension around her backs. For her neck, she should avoid doing overhead pressing movements and focus a lot more on below shoulder height pulling movements as opposed to pressing exercises. She should also look at working into a lot of hip mobility work to relieve her back and focusing a lot on core strengthening exercises. I would look at doing a lot more exercises into hip extension as opposed to flexion, avoiding deep squats, heavy deadlifts and crunches.
Jessica Lister asked us for strength exercises to help strengthen her weak ankles. She says she's wanting to run more and more, but she finds that she gets a lot of pain in her ankles and especially on the outside of her legs.
Beginner runners start off too quickly, and the most important rule is to start off slow. Jessica probably doesn't have weak ankles, they're just not used to the impact load of running. So her best advice would be to cut back on what she's doing and start off much more gradually. A good rule of thumb for this is increasing 10% a week. So, for example, starting with a 1 kilometer run and the following week going to a 1.1 kilometer run, and then so on as she progresses. As she gets stronger, her joints will adapt and the tissue will adapt, and she will start to feel more comfortable while running. I would focus on exercises for hip stability that work onto the lower extremities, such as band walks, side pillar bridge clams, to focus on stability, and then also go into seated calf raises for soleus strength and tib post exercises, and then focusing into proprioceptive exercises for balance and joint stability. So some good advice is to always finish off with a stretch, because a tight muscle is a weak muscle.
Shireen Wentworth-Meza wants to know what the best exercises are for a 46-year-old woman.
You can focus on aerobic exercises such as running, cycling, swimming, which are great for cardiovascular health and circulatory health. It is also great for maintaining your VO2 max or increasing it, and really great for reducing bone density loss. Resistance exercise is also really important. As we all age, we start to lose muscle bulk and muscle strength, so this will help slow the rate of muscle loss. I would start with between 1 to 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps, working comfortably within weight ranges that you can manage those. High intensity interval training has become a really popular workout routine because it combines aerobic exercise and resistance exercises, so you get the benefits of an elevated heart rate with strengthening exercises using resistance. These exercises are generally less time consuming and more beneficial to ladies who've got very busy work hours. You need to do these exercises or a combination of these exercises for 3 to 5 days a week for a minimum of 30 minutes.
Ruth Brooks says she gets really bad shin splints after a lot of skipping. What are the best ways to either treat them or prevent them?
The rule of thumb is if you've got pain 2 to 3 hours post your exercise session, it's generally a bad thing, as well as discomfort for longer than 48 hours. The pain she's feeling during the session is causing damage to her tissue as opposed to adaptation. I would suggest that she starts a lot of foam rolling and tissue release work to release those muscles, and a lot more stretching, and then gradually progress into skipping again. So she can do lots of glute strengthening exercises as well, core strengthening, and again myofascial release and a stretching routine for her lower limbs to try and prevent that.
Keep your eyes peeled online for our next round of Ask the Expert.
Thank you, Lisa Raleigh. Now, as we head into summer and work on those summer bodies, Dischem's giving you the chance to win a hamper that includes everything you need to get fit and healthy. Everything from a yoga mat to Pilates ball, exercise wheel, dumbbells, you name it. And to win, all you have to do is SMS the keyword Dischem to 33728. And every time you enter, you also stand a chance of winning 12,000 Rand in Dischem shopping vouchers. Now, to make sure that you enter, the competition will close on the 9th of October at midnight, and SMSs cost R1.50. And T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Dischem, pharmacists who care.